Okay, so this is a quick update about this camera, the Powershot V1. The purpose of this video is not to fully review this camera, that's been done, but to give you some warnings as a working professional, not so much as a consumer, you would want to know about this camera. So let's get right into it. The biggest concern I currently have with this camera is that the control ring, which can be used to set aperture, um, is not as customizable as I had expected. Coming from a Sony RX100 type of camera, you can control the focal length of the lens by turning the ring. You can't do this with this camera when it's in fully manual mode. So that's a big letdown for me because I like to fine tune the focal length with this ring. Instead, what you're forced to do is you have to use this zoom rocker, which is not precise at all. So, furthermore, you are not even able to define the speed at which it zooms in and out. And currently it's set to some really fast speed, which is great if you're trying to do that kind of zoom, but if you're trying to do a fine increment, you kind of have to bump it like this over and over. And that wastes a lot of time, especially when you're working with a client and you need to get that shot quickly. It just does not inspire confidence. Um, Another quirk of this is the menu system. Um, as you would expect, to enable high temperature, the thing where you can allow the temperature to get higher. There's a setting, if you know what I'm talking about. You would expect that to be in the video mode. There's a video photo mode switch. But for some weird reason, you have to go to the photo mode to enable that high temperature setting and then flip back into video mode. It's very confusing. Right now I just feel like this camera has a couple bugs that are hopefully software related that can be updated with firmware that need to be ironed out before it's kind of like fully ready for the field. Um, Another thing is the buttons. You would expect that a lot of these user buttons can be remapped. You can't do that in video mode for some reason. So you're just set with two buttons, the star button and the MFN button, which you can customize, but you can't really customize this control ring at all. Um, so I just wanted to make this video to warn people, to let them know of these kind of quirks. I don't think this is a bad camera at all. I just don't feel like it's fully finished. So I'm happy to be a beta tester of it and gonna share this knowledge. But if you're considering this camera and you're not quite sure, there's a lot of really positive reviews which are done by these popular YouTubers, but nobody's really talking about the downsides, and I don't really know why. Maybe there's a financial incentive. Um, I'm not sure. Maybe there's like a camera company YouTuber relationship I'm not aware of, but I don't have any of those. I'm not sponsored by anybody. I just have my own little company. We create videos. So I got this to act as more of like a backup camera, maybe get a little B-roll, that type of thing for more run and gun shoots where we're not setting up, lights and all this kind of thing. So for that, it does work well. There's stabilization in it. I think that works really well. It does tend to get a little hot. Maybe that's because, the camera wasn't set up properly. But kind of where I'm going with this is I don't have any incentive to praise or downplay any cameras. I'm completely independent in that way. So I'm creating this video because I want to share the knowledge that I think a lot of these kind of like YouTube videos don't share for whatever reason. So if you enjoyed this, I'm going to be creating more of these videos. Stay tuned. I'll also be doing like behind the scenes of actual shoot days. I think that's really important. Not enough creators for these gear videos actually take their gear on an actual job. So that's something I'm also looking forward to doing and keeping you all updated on how all this gear goes. The next review I'll be doing will be of the Aperture ADC. It's called the Storm ADC. I've encountered some issues with it. It's a great light, but there's a couple asterisks I want to share with the community, so that'll be coming up soon. If you like this kind of style of video, you know, it's not the fanciest video. I've got a lot of other things I need to focus on, but I do want to share this information. So if you like this style of video, please go ahead and subscribe. Would love to have you as part of the channel. Until then, I'll see you on the next one.